Welcome back to the Gun Show, my friends. What are we talking about today? I bet you can't guess. I'm waiting. Nobody. Yeah.
Liebherr?
Okay. Oh, yes. We have guests here today. We are talking Liebherr, and we are talking IMTS. We will be on the IMTS booth with them. Booth number 236914 on Thursday from 10 to 12. My colleagues with me today are Meaghan and Arthur. Hey. And we got Felix from Liebherr. We're so excited. All right, we're going to start this off. Felix, IMTS. We're pumped about it. But there's a million booths. Yes. A million.
Yes.
Why are we coming to yours? Welcome back to the Gun Show, my friends. This is the VIP edition.
We're the one shop for everything.
That's a good answer.
Gear cutting machines, gear cutting tools, automation, digital solutions, gear measuring machines. So if it's about manufacturing gears and automation, we're the one stop.
I like it. Immediately I know I'm going now. One-stop shop for everything. Arthur, I know you have a ton of questions because before we hit record for everyone who's watching right now, Arthur was like, these notes are amazing. I have to know more. So they're sitting right beside each other on purpose. Arthur, go ahead and take it away, my friend.
Yeah, Felix. Well, when I was first checking it out, it's the Skiving tools. You guys make the machines, but you also make the tools to shape it, so you have full control of the whole process. Yes. So I would love to hear about like a recent success for gear cutting where you were just like blown away with the results you got for a customer. Do you have something like that? I know I'm putting you on the spot. You may not be prepared, but
he's prepared for everything. I can see it in his face. He's a one-stop shop for information. I can tell already.
I know things since we have got the first gear skiving machine in the US. This was a pretty cool project because we won the whole project, including the gear cutting tool and the process. So that's why we are, I think, one of the best and one of the leading ones when it comes to gear cutting. But when it comes to the gear skiving, we have the rigid machine. We have an innovative bearing technology in the spindle, so very rigid spindle, allowing us big, longer tools for nice internal applications. And then, of course, we have the experience when it comes to the gear cutting tools, over 30 years now in the gear cutting tool business. So we know how to build a machine. Yeah. We know how to make a cutting tool, and we know the process because of all the customer tests, the projects we've had in the past. So that's why I think Liebherr is one of the stops to definitely see and check out and talk to our experts on site, because we have it all. Machines, tools, and process.
Yeah, and you're talking about the rigidity of your machine. You're talking about the control on the whole process and making it all a success. But it's like, for anyone out there that's doing gear cutting often is the thing that takes the longest in the shop. It's the hardest to control.
It's an art, man.
It has such a high scrap rate when you're out there on the floor and you're trying to dial
Not if you do it right.
Well, yeah, not if you go with Liebherr. But I'm speaking more to the people that are out there that are struggling with their gear cutting right now, and they're trying to hodgepodge all these things together, and they're committed to making these gears. It looks like Liebherr, you guys cover all of it, and you can get it done in one. They can bring you the prints with all of the charts, all the data, and you can spec the machine, you can spec the tool, you could probably give them a pretty accurate cycle time too.
Absolutely, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, gear cutting is an art, and I would highly recommend don't hodgepodge gear cutting. Go to the experts to get it done right. I've machined a lot of things in my day, a lot of materials, but I never had the opportunity to machine any gears, and just highly respect the people who do, the machines that are committed to it, the tooling that's committed to it. Truly, that is an art. Truly, it's an art. Meaghan, let's slide over to you a little bit. I know you love the world of automation.
I do, and that's what I was going to ask. So I understand that your focus is on gear cutting, but you also said that you're doing some stuff with automation. So can you kind of provide us a little bit more details on what you're actually automating, and what are some of the things that we can expect to see at IMTS in terms of automation?
So the focus is actually on both the gear technology side and the automation side. So this is really the two groups of what Liebherr Gear Technology and Automation System does. Okay. When it comes to automation, we're known for the mid to heavy duty gantry systems in the automotive sector. But at the show we will have a digital factory showcasing all our automation solutions. So we have the gantry system. We have a pallet handling system. We have different styles of these, RLS, PHS Pro, PHS. And then we have a LH Robotics Vision, where we basically have software with a 3D image camera, where we detect unsorted parts in bins and grab them out. So more like a diverse automation company doing it all, from mid to heavy duty loading and unloading through bin picking solutions. That's really what we're doing.
I did research for my next opportunity because I wanted to write a book. And I came across this statistic that 70% of small business owners want to fund their retirement through the sale of their business, when in fact only 20% of them actually had a saleable business. And it broke my heart anticipating the fact that baby boomers, there was a light at the end of the tunnel, and in fact it was a train. And so I really wanted to do something about that. So I wrote a book called Scaling the Exit. The purpose of the book was to articulate a strategy for small to medium-sized business owners to increase the value of their business to the extent that they could actually sell it and fund their retirement. And that was really the first iteration of what became EBITDA Growth Systems and our brand promise, which is to double the valuation of small, medium-sized businesses, specifically in terms of an exit, but double their valuation, or we give them their money back.
So vision systems are really becoming a popular thing. Is this something that you are doing on your own as well too? Like, are you like handling all the software, the machine monitoring, all the vision systems, or are you actually partnering with other companies for those specific components?
We're working on that.
You're working on it.
Stay tuned for that.
I like that smile, by the way. We're working on that. Thank you for that.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. I like when somebody gets that gleam in their eye, like, oh, don't you worry. We are that one-stop shop.
Yeah.
Do you want to expand a little? Because I'm reading it right here, Felix, about, the technology package consists of 3D image recognition system with the robotics, vision software for object identification selection. I can keep reading, but I don't want to. Let's just talk about the importance of having a vision system when it comes to the automation world. I've seen it a lot. I see its successes, but let's talk about it from your perspective as well.
I mean, it's pretty simple, I think, because back in the day you had someone sorting parts in the bin, and then you had to lift it out from the bin with a robot. So now you don't have to sort it anymore.
Right.
So now you have this camera detecting a part, grabbing it, and putting it to the next operation. So this is basically, long story short, that stops or shortens the whole process and eliminates one of these processes, and then gets the operation costs down.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about that just because you make a valuable point, and we called it the 3Ds for a while, but it's actually now transferred into 4Ds: dull, dirty, dangerous, delicate. So these are the 4Ds of automation, and you mentioned it perfectly. Instead of having a human move these things around, we're removing that monotonous from our lives, right? Getting back to that creativity, and that's what automation is for. I even had an interview just recently. Someone said, every automation cell that is implemented, 7 new jobs are created. So automation is not taking jobs, it is actually creating jobs, which is a really cool thing. And in the interview, he actually went over each of the bits and pieces. I'm going to slide back up with digital solutions as a general rule and the modular platforms that you guys offer. I'm a big fan of all of this aspect of this world. It's this being a machinist, and whether it was my company that didn't invest in it or the technology didn't exist at the time, we'll say around 2000, 2012 was when I was a machinist. I didn't get to play with any of these things. And I look back now and I go, well, that would have been nice. Almost all of it. I sure wish I would have had that, right? So let's talk a little bit more about the digital solutions.
I believe it's the future. Everything is being digitalized, so you need to really monitor your operation. You need to monitor the machines. It's good for maintenance. They see of what's happening with the different axes. It's good for, plant management to see of what machine is running at what rate. So it's really important not to only monitor, but we can also we have this Industry 4.0 connection. So we connect different machines, different operations, and really see how to make the whole operation more efficient.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You mentioned before too, Tony, like gear cutting is really an art. So how is all of the digital stuff really elevating that even further with your gear production?
I mean, it's the total package that we offer, right? From machine to the process, the application process, to the tools, to the automation. It's all connected, and it's with our digital solutions. we can not only connect Liebherr machines, but we can also connect different machines. So you bring the whole manufacturing process together, and you can program freely of what you would like to see, what you would like to monitor, and just make this whole process more efficient. Yeah.
Yeah, efficiency is everything. It's so key, right? Especially in gear cutting. Author, any follow-up questions from you, my friend?
Well, yeah. So you were talking about at IMTS, and it touches into the digital solutions, how you're going to have like the full factory layout. So it's like the full digital twin then of a manufacturing environment, right? Like more the industry 4.0. Like every element that you have on your shop floor has got a digital twin type setup.
Basically, what we do basically. Let's say a plant manager, he sits in his office, he has his iPad.
Yeah.
He can really see, he can select different machines, and he can really see what's happening on these different machines.
Okay.
On the show booth, that digital factory is more like, okay, these are the products that we can offer. But we have the software on the side to show you on how this would look, having these machines connected. For example, what we did the last IMTS, we could show of what are we doing in the factory where we machine and assemble our machines. Yeah. What are we doing right now with these machines?
Oh,
so
really?
We had a live demo. What's pretty cool. So we can show our real life data of what are we doing with our machines, because that's how it all started with Liebherr, right? With Hans Liebherr. So we're using our own products for our assembly and manufacturing.
Well, and I love that companies that take that angle and they develop the tools for themselves, and they're like, actually, these are fantastic tools. Let's share it with the rest of the world. They can enjoy in these tools too. But the fact, like the versatility you just touched on, and I don't know if everyone got that, is you were here in the US at IMTS showing your factories back home, like running right now. You could click on any machine. That means any shop owner that still wants to travel the world with his family, he still wants to be able to get away and relax and actually disconnect from work, could also still have the option to, okay, I really just need to see how that machine's running right now. It's got a critical job. I want to go to sleep tonight with my family. Yep. Oh, it's running great. Okay, cool. I can go back and go party with the fam. And
party with the fam. I like that.
Not just hang out.
So this is a one-stop shop. You started with that. We're going to head to the booth at IMTS. We know we're going to receive a ton of information. I kind of want to gather for the audience that's watching and listening right now. Okay, I know I need to visit. I'm going to receive so much information because it's a one-stop shop. What do you feel like when someone walks off that booth that they're going to leave remembering? Is it going to be that your company can help with everything I need in my gear cutting world? Is it going to be the machine monitoring? Is it going to be automation? If I walk on your booth and I say, Felix, show me, educate me, teach me, what am I going to leave with?
Hey everybody, Mike Franz here with Shop Floor Coffee. For 20 years, we've been seeing the same issues going on with workforce development and the shortage in workers across the industry. We wanted a way to give back. Shop Floor Coffee is our way to do that. Proceeds from every bag or every type of coffee you buy from us go back to the community. We work with amazing programs and initiatives across the country where we're giving back. We want to help support the community, come together with us, join us in this effort to help support the community. Please, thank you very much.
I think we have a great team. It's not just a company, it's a great team with a lot of experts in different areas. We have gear shaping experts, gear grinding experts, skiving. So we have all these different gear experts. Then we have the expert when it comes to the gear measuring, gear cutting tools, and automation. So it's the whole package where we are a great team, and it's coming together and helping each other. That's why I think we are where we are, because of the experts that we have on our team.
I like that answer. I like talking to experts much like yourself and these two guys. This is why I'm here, just to guide the conversation. I surround myself with experts. Sounds like I walk onto your booth, I'll be surrounding myself with experts again. I like that.
Absolutely.
So we have a couple of minutes left, it looks like, before we close this thing out. Meaghan, author, any other questions that you guys have for Felix that we can address today?
I mean, you're better at the technical stuff than I am.
Come on, Meaghan, don't sell yourself short.
I mean, I love sitting in on conversations with Arthur because he's just all like, yes, I know this. So I'm just learning from you. So, I mean, if you want to dig a little deeper in the technology side of things, take it away, Arthur.
I'm curious more about the gear measuring machine and that kind of stuff. Like, is this also in-machine measurement while it's cutting, or is it to go to a second? Like, what does that look like?
We offer in-machine measurement, but the gear machine that we will have at the show, the WGT 280, is actually an external machine.
Okay.
With a granite base, air bearings for gear checking. So we can check bevel gears, spur gears, helical gears, even the gear cutting tools. So it's really a gear measuring machine.
Okay.
Self-standing.
So is there extra accuracy that's a benefit of doing it that way then?
Absolutely.
So what's the accuracy rating then on that? Do you know?
Oh, now you're asking me too many questions.
Oh, sorry.
That's why I have to
Come to IMTS and find out for yourself. Felix,
That's fair, yeah.
I do have a question for you as well, because I'm reading through these notes also, and I noticed one that I think is worth mentioning, which is Gear Skiving Machine LK280DC. This machine, which will be exhibited, is for sale with a short lead time. Let's talk about that real quick, because let's sell it now. Let's sell it before the show even starts.
You're taking my closing away.
Was that your closing statement? Oh, man. Well, it's a good thing we're about out of time anyway. Perfect.
Now the machine is available for sale, and we can basically ship it almost from the show. You know how it is. But it's available for very short delivery. It's ready. We build it for the show, but we build it really to sell it. So this machine is available for immediate sale. So yeah, please let us know if you have questions, if you need machines, if you need more assistance when it comes to the whole gear cutting process. And like Tony just said, the LK280DC is available for sale.
That's such another exciting part of IMTS is when companies make sales right on the the trade show floor, and then they put like the signs up that say
shipped from IMTS to its new home. Right? You're not taking this one back with you. It's going straight to a new home.
Yeah,
perfect.
Well, so earlier when Tony asked you, what are people going to leave with? The answer is they're going to leave with this machine. That's what they're going to leave with.
At least one lucky company will be, right?
First come, first serve.
Let me just mention a couple of the highlights of the machine for everyone who's watching, listening right now. Rigid machine concept, direct drives for spindle and table for maximum dynamic rigidity, integrated deburring, optional time parallel chamfering, design and production. I don't like to read all this stuff. It sounds boring. I like to be more excited about it. Maybe where's Eddie when I need him? Eddie, come do your voice real quick while reading off the last couple of things on here. Would you mind? Do your super announcing voice. Just do these two here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this machine comes with optional time parallel chamfering, design and production of conical and cylindrical skiving cutters, and process analysis and simulation for optimum cutting conditions.
Yes, sir. And that is how we end the show. Felix, thank you so much for being here. Arthur, thank you. Meaghan, thank you. For everyone watching, we appreciate your time as well. The one thing we cannot manufacture more of. So if you've shared it with us, thank you. We appreciate it. We'll see you at IMTS.